friends, and welcome to my channel, new and returning subscribers. It's Margie from the Budget Evolution, where we have fun saving our money and planning out our money. So today we are working on our third paycheck for the month of April, and that actually came out on the 18th, the same as my second paycheck. So we're trying to just keep trucking along, and we'll get to the budget. So that's what we're doing. Easy Cash Budget Extended Weekly Planner. You can find this from, I think, it's Beautifully Me and You, but her Beautiful Budget Co., I think, is her Etsy shop name. But anyway, you can find it in the description below. All right, so we are working on our last paycheck for the month of April. Oh my gosh, I can't believe time is flying by. Flying by. All righty. So I already, no, wrong one, that's March. Oh, come on, get it together. It's not that hard. All right, let's see. Let me make sure that's in frame. Yeah, it's still in frame. Okay. So, we got a raise. Yes, we did. And I knew about my raise 2 months ago, and it didn't take effect until this particular paycheck. And I think it has something to do with, by the time they finish all of the raises in February, then it takes them all of March to figure it all out. And then they have to wait for the next bi-weekly paycheck for it to actually hit. So it finally hit, and we are at now $1,437.51. It's about a $70 increase net, not gross. But still, hey, $70 is $70. Or is it maybe $130? What was it? What were we at? Not that one. 13. Let me figure that out. 1366 minus 1437. Yeah, $70. So for a month, it is a 1 month, that's 2 paychecks, so that's $140 for the entire month. So that's a nice chunk of change. I am happy with that. I am asking for a job qualification increase in June, so we'll see how that goes, because I've been at my same level. Like, they go through letters, you know, everybody has a different letter. I forget what letter and a number, so I don't know, I'm like a P3. And I've been at a P3 since I started with the company, and I have gained so much more experience. So I asked for an increase to a P4, and I gave them all my, reasons why I think I should go up to the next pay bracket. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they'll approve it. All right, so to this paycheck, we are finishing out with doing our T-Mobile natural gas, which changed. Uh-oh. Now this is going to mess me up. This is going to so mess me up. You know what? We're just going to put the money in the bank, because I noticed I've put a note for the next month for May. Our natural gas went down. It went down to $132. So that was $159 minus $132. That's a $27 decrease, which is really nice. So I'll make sure this one just goes in the amount. It'll be in our buffer, so I'm not trying to refigure out all my numbers here. Alrighty, so that was natural gas. Monthly subscriptions is at 55, and our extra savings is 50. So we are going to add that up. 158 plus 159, 55, and 50, and that gives us $422. Oops, I forgot to put my total. So this is going to be $1,430, and the rest is going to be in our buffer. So we're just rebuilding our buffer up in our checking account. Okay, so cash envelopes. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. So $1,430 minus our $422 is $1,008. We're going to take out $200 for cash envelopes for our household, our gas for the car, and some dining out funds. This is $200, and that gives us $808. Okay, and then our sinking funds that we are covering is the puppy fund, our date night fund, drinks, investment, J House, and since we got a raise, how did I do that? if it was only a $70 difference, I put in, oh, let's see how this goes. So I added a category called graduation. Yes, here we are again, not 2 years later, not even. We will have another graduation for my daughter. This is her doctoral graduation for next May. So we need to start putting money aside because, yeah, daughter called me and said, guess what, Mom? She goes, I found out my graduation date. And I was like, yeah. She goes, it's May 13th, Wednesday next year. And I go, yeah. And she goes, so maybe you want to start saving for my doctoral robe and hood. And I go, uh-huh. And I said, and how much is that going to cost? She says, I don't know the exact amount, but it's running about $300 to $350 for the robe, the hat. It's like an octagon shaped hat. The robe is all lined in velvet. The hood is velvet that matches the same colors. And I was like, oh my gosh. She will probably only wear it one time in her life, kind of like a wedding gown. So we need to start saving up for graduation next year because we also have to fly down to South Carolina for her hooding ceremony. She's not going to walk because she already walked for her undergraduate. So she's like, no, I'm not going to sit through 6,000 students again. She goes, I did it once. I'm good. And then we found out that she has to do, you know how we've been saving up for her NAPLEX book, which is her exam book, exam study guide for getting board certified as a pharmacist. Well, she also found out that she has to stay in Columbia that Sunday. So graduation's on Wednesday, and then regular graduation is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is mandatory NAPLEX training, which I think is fantastic that the school is giving. But it was like, now she has to stay there for 8 days. So I have to pay for a hotel because she doesn't live down there anymore. See, before we just had to pay for our hotel for us. And sometimes we stayed with her. She's not going to have her house anymore. She's moving out in August. So I was like, oh my gosh. I said, is there any way you can get your friends and all stay in the same hotel room? Anyway, all right. I'm moving on, but that is, so now we're going to have to save for all of that. Alrighty, so let's add this up. This is 80, 20, 20, 100, 200, 50, and 70. That gives us $540. And yeah, this is wrong. Okay, something, yeah, I definitely did not figure that out. This is supposed to be 20. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to minus 50 out of that. And that's 490. There we go. That's the number I'm looking for. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so we take our 808 here at the bottom. I hope you guys can see that. Minus our 490, and that gives us $318 to work with for our extra loan payment, which we're going to deduct right now. That's $199 for challenges. Okay, and then we do 20 for 2 months ahead, so that leaves us $179 for the actual challenges. So that'll be 2 separate videos. Let's see, so 318 minus our 199 gives us our 119 for our extra loan payment, and 119 from 119 is 0. Awesome. So our totals are 1430 for income. Bills was 422. Cash envelopes was 200. Sinking funds is 490. Savings challenges is 199. Debt tracker is 119, and that should all work out. And 200 and 490 and 199 and 119 is 0. That is a zero-based budget. Okay, so I think yeah, I don't think I told you that I refigure this out before I actually film, but I think I messed something up. So we'll just kind of go through it like we're doing it for the first time instead of, watching my notes. So T-Mobile was 158, 155 and 3. Natural gas is 159, so 150 5, and then 4. Monthly subscriptions is 55, 50 and a 5. Capital 1 is 50. And I don't even have it written down. So we're going to do close up here is going to be 20. And then puppy is 80. And that's going to be 50 and 20 and a 10. Date night is going to be 20. Drinks is 20. So that's 20 and 20. Investment is 100. And that'll be 100. J House is 200. And when I decide to put my stuff into my investment, I will share that information with you of what I'm investing in. It's just an extra added investment to see if I can get some dividend stocks and, you know, play on the stock market. I do a 401k. I have a pension. So this would be something on top of my savings. Just, you know, play in the market, see what I can do and learn. That's the other thing, is to learn how to play in the stock market. So, you know, we're doing a very minimal amount of money. I'm not taking my whole life savings and figuring it all out. No, I'm not doing that. Graduation is 50. 2 months ahead is going to be $21 bills. Challenges is 179. And we're going to do 10 10s, 14 5s, and 9 1s. Extra loan payment is 119. 100, 10, 5, and 4 1s. Household is $100. Gas is going to be 50. Dining out is 50, and that'll be 100, 50, and 50. Okay, I'm going to add all of the columns up, and hopefully we get to our 1430. I don't know what I was doing. I forgot to put the 2 for the $200 for J House, and then, you know, I was adding it up, and then I figured, oh, I only need to add $200 more, and it still didn't add. I was like, oh, I should always know to start from the beginning. Always, like, you know, if you didn't get a regular number, cancel it out, start over, and redo it. So we did get to our 1430, which is perfect. And I don't think I have a clean slip. Do I have? No, I don't. Oh no, yes I do. I have one from Cindy Cat Budgets. Oh, you guys also should check out her Etsy shop. She has such cute things. Alrighty, so we're doing $700 and $100 bills. We're doing 8 50s for 400. We are doing 4 20s for $80. 12 10s for 120. And 18 5s for 90, and $41 bills. There we go. And that'll be 1430. Yeah, that looks terrible. I'll fix it. Don't worry about that. Alrighty, so that is our budget for our last paycheck for the month of April. I mean, obviously there's another week in April, but my last paycheck came out on the 18th because I get paid bi-weekly. Alrighty, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you ever have any questions about how I do my budget, how I do a zero-based budget, other than, you know, what you can see, if you have any questions on how I got to that point, always feel free to comment, and then also like and subscribe my video. And I will always try to answer your comments. It might take me a week or two to answer back on comments, but I do answer back. And I will all see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.